Well, hello, logic class. This is our last logic lecture for the year. We have come to the very end of the book, to lesson 36, and excited to finish off this material with you guys. Hope that you're all doing well. I continue to pray for you all. Please do reach out to me if you need any additional help on anything. Otherwise, you just need to continue to do your work, get the quizzes and tests that are outstanding, they haven't turned into me yet. Please do turn those in ASAP, and I'll get those graded and put into iGrade. And then all that you'll have left of the year is just reviewing and for a final after the test this week. So let's get into it. We come to lesson 36, and we'll be talking about detecting fallacies. Now, you've already learned all the fallacies we're going to talk about here together, and so now we're just going to give a couple of tips about how we go about detecting them. So recognizing fallacies is not always quick and easy. There will be times in which you feel that something is just not right about an argument, but the argument is so long or complex that it's hard to immediately identify the fallacy being committed. So there's going to be times when you're reading the newspaper, or you're listening to a presidential debate, or you're even in just everyday conversation with somebody else, and something about the way the reasoning doesn't sit well with you. You feel that there's something wrong. And so you need to kind of figure out, where's the false line of reasoning happening? Where's the fallacy being committed? So I'm going to give you two questions that will help you identify that. So two questions that will provide some help. One, asking the question, what is he trying to prove? And two, how is he trying to prove it? So we need to first identify what it is that the individual is trying to prove through their line of reasoning. And then the second question is, how are they going about proving their conclusion? So we're trying to identify the conclusion, which will then also help us understand the premises, and then consider what's the connection between the premises and the conclusion. Why am I supposed to agree with the argument that's being put forward? So let's look at Bertrand Russell's essay on page 277 of your book. This was his essay entitled, Why I Am Not a Christian. Quote, religion is based, I think, primarily and mainly on fear. It is partly the terror of the unknown, and partly, as I have said, the wish to feel that you have kind of an elder brother who will stand by you in all your troubles and disputes. Fear is the basis of the whole thing. Fear of the mysterious fear of defeat, fear of death. So what is it that Russell is trying to say is problematic about Christianity, or I guess about religion in general? He seems to be arguing that Christianity is not true. And why is it not true? Because he believes that people believe it only because they're fearful of something, and Christianity provides answers to them that they're needing, or they're needing support or comfort, and so it's just providing solace to them. So really all that it is fear that's driving it all. So he's trying to identify that the Christian faith finds its basis in fear and fear alone. Apparently he thinks that because someone believes Christianity is true and because it works for them, it must be true. So his argument is that in some way, shapes, or form, as the book points out to us, that we have an extended sort of Bulverism, where he's saying, well, the only reason why you believe it is because it's helpful to you, or you grew up in a family in which that's where you arrived. And so note here, and it could be cases like this in which several fallacies might come into play together, but part of what we're trying to do is sort out, what is the person trying to prove and how are they trying to prove it? So we've learned together over the last few weeks 8 fallacies of distraction, 5 fallacies of ambiguity, and 5 fallacies of form. And remember, it's possible for arguments to commit more than one fallacy. So in preparation for the test you'll be taking at the end of the week, make sure that you do the assigned exercise 39 that's in your book here, which gives you more practice of looking at these and trying to figure them out. I will include the answers, as always, on iGrade, so you can check to make sure that you are identifying things rightly. But then just do a quick review. Either review by listening to these videos again, or by reviewing in your book or the homework that you've done, but just review the various types of fallacies so that way you're able to identify them on the test that you'll be taking at the end of this week. And then all we have left, guys, is review and the final. So congratulations, you guys have done very, very well. It's been wonderful teaching you this year, Hope that you've enjoyed this logic class with me. I certainly have enjoyed it with you. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.